is mighty sweet. Liberty sows its seed at Farpoint Farms.
Hey guys, it's Eric here at Farpoint Farms. Hey, shout out to the fans of both Patreon and here, the memberships on YouTube. Really appreciate you guys helping to support the channel. Now let's get on to tonight's video. The Allpowers 600. It's the R600. This thing, I love these things, man. I power so much of the farm now with these boogers. And I feel blessed every time a company offers to send me something like this to review, because I know I'm going to get something cool to add to the collection. The R600 portable power system, capacity 299 watt hours. AC input is 100 to 124, 400 watts max. Solar input 300 watt max. That's kind of a big deal. The more wattage in, the faster this unit charges. A lot of them are limited to 1 or 200 watts. This being a 300 watt, that's going to get us a whole lot quicker recharge. Output, AC out, 120 volts is 600 watts max, but a surge of 1200. So you could probably run some pretty significant equipment off of this. USB, we have 3 amps, 36 watts, and 5 amps, 200 watts max. Carport, 12 volt, 10 amps. So we can run things off of the 12 volt cigarette lighter, radios, gear like that. So that's really nice. And then it does have wireless charging for a cell phone, which is kind of a neat trick if you're into cell phones. And so 15 watt charging power for that. I'm going to get the camera closer in. We're going to unbox it. I'll plug it into some stuff and I'll show you its features and functions. Let's do that right now. All right, here it is. Allpowers. Okay. Claim your warranty. So we got some warranty packet information here and our manual. Go ahead and get that out. The R600 again. We got some information here. Some of this is not in English. Let's see how much of it is in English. So it looks like 14 pages in English, and so good information there. I'll have to read through, of course. All right. We've got some stuff here. Holy cow. This foam padding is kind of stuck in here pretty good, isn't it? There we go. There we go. All right, we'll pull the main unit out. I'll just drop this on the ground. There we go, and there we go. Oh, wow, this is a little nice compact unit here. I like this. Here it is in all of its glory, and we've got some waterproof covers here. All right, on the front, and let me just take a look. So up here, wireless charging. I don't know if my wife made me get a phone. I don't know if it's one of those wireless ones or not, but I guess if it is, it'll work when this thing is turned on, right? We got a nice solid carrying handle here, which is cool. The back is not much to the back, right? The side, oh yeah, we got some stuff going on. Oh, I like the little green. I don't know if that shows up. Yeah, you can see it. Kind of green vented, right? Got a little flip up here. Well, maybe. There we go. We got a circuit breaker. Oh, that's cool. So this does not have an external power pack like a laptop would have a pack that goes with it. Plug the cord directly into it and you are charging. I like that. It's one less thing you have to keep track of whenever you don't have to have one of those like wall wart type things. Solar input here, nice solar breaker panel there. Good to go on that. Of course, on the front where the money's at, we have a 10 amp and another 10 amp. Those are inputs there. We have our cigarette lighter, which is also a 10 amp. We got a screen here. There we go. Got a nice screen here. I'll turn that on here in a second. We do have a light, power button on, two USB Cs and 2 regular USBs. Individual power for the 110. So we have 2 110 outlets here. So that's kind of cool. And there's like these little rubber covers that go over everything, which is also nifty. And on this side, more ventilation. You can see that kind of cool green. The bottom, yeah, let's take a look at the bottom. Bottom just talks about the power again. It has a serial number on there, so in case you ever forget what you're playing with. All right, we'll set that aside for just a second. Allpowers, we got this nice nylon bag here. We'll unzip that. Oh, yeah, very nice of them to include this. Power plug to 100 watt, well, I wouldn't say 100 watt, but solar connector. These are standard solar connectors. If you buy a 100 watt panel off of eBay or wherever, it's going to come with connectors just like this. You can daisy chain these. You know, you can get, like I said, 300 watts for this. So daisy chain 3 100-watt panels, plug each end into this booger, plug this into your panel, into your pack, and you are charging. So that's gold right there, my friends. And then our battery charging port right here that's going to get us recharging off of 120. Cool. Well, let's see what happens when we push the button. Always fun to play with these things. I love these stuff. Okay, so we have watts of input, watts of output, how many hours it'll run, and 5 days is where we're at right now because we have no charge other than, you know, probably takes a watt or two to run the smart computer that's in this thing. 70% charged from the factory. That's nice. And I don't know, maybe, I don't know. Let's turn the light on, I guess. Okay, so painfully bright light and a nice little positive beep to go with it. I'll throw my phone up on top. I don't think this thing is wireless charging. This phone's from 2014 from what my wife told me. Yeah, doesn't work, but that's okay. I don't care. All right, so we can turn this on. And you can see the green lights there. That powers up USB. So what could I power off of USB? A lot of things. So maybe I want to recharge, you know, well, like this. I got my MP3 player right here, right? It's a USB port. Plug it into that. You could charge that off of that and llisten to, you know, this thing lasts about 8-9 hours. Also, gosh, that thing is old. That thing is very old. But it works well. I use it when I'm working on the garden tractor or out on the Kubota, mowing the lawn, that kind of stuff. So that would work beautifully for that. You could recharge two-way walkie-talkies. A lot of, like, I've been noticing a lot of the walkie-talkies I get, the charging pads for them are USB-based now. So that would definitely help with that. And like tablets, Chromebooks, there's a lot of stuff now that runs off of this. So, all right, let's turn this one on. Hear the fan kick on for a second, right? So now we're looking at power coming out of these two. Let me back the camera back out. We'll plug in a radio and we will listen and see what we can hear. All right, well, here we are. I've got the camera back out. I've got my beautiful DX394 shortwave general coverage receiver. Now I'm going to plug it in. You can see it's not powered up. I plug it in right here. We're going to listen to see what kind of noise floor this has. I know a lot of the people that watch this channel, you know, some preppers out there, survivalists, that type, but a lot of people are radio centric when it comes to their prepping. And so obviously I've got a lot of radios here. Most of these are just worthless, to be quite honest with you, but they're for display. This one here being a great way of receiving information from around the world. Well, the power goes out and I still want to receive the information I want to receive. This would give me the ability to do so. The problem with some power packs is they create a lot of noise, an unclean signal. And so that can create a lot of what's called the noise floor. And I don't know if it's going to show up on camera or not, but the meter gets pegged or is halfway up with static or weird harmonics. And so it really makes the equipment you have useless if you wanted to use it off of battery power. This right here, I can see right now that the dial is dead. I mean, it's down. And so we're picking up a nice clear signal right out of the gate here. Nice. Beautiful. Really quiet, actually. Nice. Nice strong signals here in U.S. signals as well.
If 23,000 fell in one day, I will thank God that if I could say anything.
So I would call that an immediate success when it comes to that sort of stuff. If you can get a good clear signal without a ton of harmonics, without a bunch of, well, the equivalent on a TV of a herringbone pattern, that's a great product right there. What else could you power with this? It's the middle of summer, the power goes out, plug in a fan or two and run it all night long to keep you cool. You can power a refrigerator off of this, although it's not going to run for a very long time, maybe 2 hours. You know, well, it depends. A 60 watt, you know, might run maybe 4 hours, but it depends on how powerful a refrigerator or compressor you have going on there. But lighting, you know, LED lighting at very low wattages, you can run lights probably half the day, if not all day, with something like this. We use similarly sized ones for our new studio while we're building it. And of course, we do have a gas generator we picked up recently, but these kinds of things are perfect for that. this particular size and this particular weight is perfect for camping. That's really what these are aiming for, and they hit it right on the mark. You can plug in, you know, a couple of lights, a fan, and, you know, your kids can recharge their cell phones or whatever it is they want to play on, you know, their Game Boys or... Wow, I just aged myself really hard there, didn't I? I don't know what kids play on. I guess just their cell phone. Seems like everyone's just got a cell phone these days. But you know what I mean. You can charge up that kind of personal device, you know. Recharge your laptop? Yes. When we've had power outages that we know are just going to last a few hours, plug it into the TV set and a Roku box, and you can still watch a movie if you want to, or plug it into your router so that all your other wireless devices are still able to hop onto the internet. So there's a lot of things you can do with a box like this. Honestly, I recommend everyone owns something like this, and these make, you know, for just a great peace of mind kind of piece of equipment. You charge them all the way up, you throw them in the closet. Every 6 months you take them out and top them off, and they're good. They're there. They're, you know, you can kind of forget about them until you need them. I guess that'll do it for tonight. I'll leave a link to where you can get this fine little piece of machinery, and I hope you'll visit the people that help me keep this channel afloat. Take care, my friends.